we are going to see Star Wars, finally! Trevor has seen it once already, but I have not. We are going to see Star Wars, and I'm gonna make him do a impressions, like a mini thing. I'm gonna have him talk to you guys after he sees it for a second. Second time? Third time?
Second time.
Second time. What? There we go. Okay, so we just got out of Star Wars and we're gonna talk about it in a bit, but I wanted my brother to explain.
Yes.
He's got a collection of little things.
Yes.
So this thing is...
As a koala.
Right, and he's on your, like, air conditioning thing.
Oh yeah.
And then, I don't know if you guys can see, but he has a little plastic frog
Little,
back in here.
little froggy doo.
Is that the oldest one, or is this?
This is the oldest one, the OG frog.
And
then
it's
we got
almost melted a few times, right?
Little surf duck.
Surf duck right there.
Little surf duck. And then the frog's name is Rosie the Ribbitor.
Okay, so we decided we're actually tired and we don't feel like filming a full reaction, so maybe I will get him to do it later, though he's really busy this weekend, so I don't know if we will, but anyways.
Might be after Christmas.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do a full video after Christmas. If you guys want that, let us know in the comments below. But Trevor, what are some like basic thoughts or impressions on Star Wars The Last Jedi?
First off, if you're on the fence about seeing it, just go see it. Like, what, you lose $12? Don't, just see it in standard, whatever. Fans, calm down. Like, relax. Overall, enjoyable. You get a lot of good character work with Luke, Rey, Kylo Ren, Poe and Finn, and like a whole new character, Rose, so she's pretty dope. There are a lot of sequences that like don't need to be there, and it is kind of, I guess it kind of hangs in the second act, but like third act, boom, it happens, and it's super cool. Yeah, I guess go see it. It's a fun time. Or
you were saying that you think that it didn't necessarily feel like a standard Star Wars film, but you liked that? Like it took risks?
Yeah, and so something that like a lot of people were saying about the previous Star Wars film, Force Awakens, was that it just took the best parts of like A New Hope and Empire and was like, this is a movie. Like we did it.
Them together.
We back. Yeah, and then so this one felt different. It took risks. It went places that I wasn't sure that they were going to go, and did things that I didn't think that they were ever gonna do. So good on them. And I don't know, as someone that like studies film and wants to eventually make movies and film and all that jazz, like I think it's better to take risks, even if they don't necessarily pay out 100% of the time, as long as you try something new and try to innovate and try to like evolve an existing franchise.
Right.
I think
so
there's a lot
stagnate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of like strength shown in just trying something new, even if it doesn't succeed 100%, because then you're not just like sticking with the same like, oh, it worked once, let's just keep doing it, slap a new coat of paint on there and call it a day, you know, like it felt like they actually tried to do something new, which I'm more of a fan of. I like this one better than the last movie, so.
Okay, well, yeah. Cool. Thanks for your thoughts, and I'm gonna stop recording now because one, I keep wanting to nod, and I realize if I do that, I'm gonna shake the camera, but two, my shoulder is actually starting to hurt. Yeah. I'm not even holding a full camera.
Yeah.
Okay, I am home now, and I wanted to give you a few of my own thoughts on Star Wars The Last Jedi, but I just checked my watch and it's actually just past midnight, so I'm gonna try and make this relatively quick. I want to start off by saying that when the last episode, Force Awakens, came out, I very much did not know what to expect, and I came away having enjoyed the film. Definitely, it's always fun to get to spend more time in the Star Wars universe, obviously, but I wasn't as blown away by it as some people were. So going into The Last Jedi, I honestly didn't have super high expectations just because of how I felt about The Force Awakens. I didn't think I would like exponentially enjoy this one, and I would say that's true. I definitely got the character development that I wanted. We got to see a lot of different qualities of different characters and see their resolve and see their strengths and their weaknesses, and I really thought that was really well handled. Actually, when it comes to the story arc of The Last Jedi in general, I would say I was pretty down for it. I think the general plot points, like the general action, was pretty good, and I think it makes sense following from the last film. However, I wasn't a huge fan of how it was edited together. So in the beginning especially, I felt it was very, very jumpy. There were lots of little short scenes all cut together, and I think it was only really towards the end of the film where the scenes were allowed to kind of stretch out and marinate a little bit longer, where I personally started to get more invested in the film. However, I personally felt that the whole middle section of the film just dragged completely, and after finishing the whole film, I don't really see why it was necessary. Yes, we do get some character development for Finn and Rose in that little like middle section, but honestly, I think you probably could have incorporated it elsewhere in the film. I think that whole section honestly just felt like Disney throwing a Disney moment into the film. Again, I'm trying to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, so bear with me here, but another kind of organizational issue I had, or editorial issue I had with the film, was how it jumped back and forth from, I guess, 3 kind of main plot lines. And honestly, I would just say that I think the fatal flaw here was that they're basically trying to give Poe Dameron as much screen time as they do for Rey and Finn. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Poe, I love his passion, and I love his face, obviously, but I just didn't see that his plotline needed quite as much screen time as Rey and Finn's. If anything, I felt like it kept jerking me out of the moment, and it was kind of giving me whiplash at one point. So yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that whole organizational structure. If you've seen the movie, hopefully you understand what I'm saying, and if you haven't seen the film, hopefully I haven't spoiled anything for you. Per usual, the worlds and CGI and music were absolutely stunning, so I think my general feeling of the film is that I really liked the story, I just didn't like the way that the story was pieced together. So that is how I spent my December the 22nd, which for you guys is actually Vlogmas Day 23, because I'm trying to get back on track here with videos. I kind of took the morning off, and I won't lie to you guys, I slept till about 10:30, which felt really nice, and I think you can tell I'm feeling very rejuvenated from that. Also, let me know if you guys would like to see more film discussion videos with Trevor. I know that tonight's video was very brief, but he has work very early tomorrow. He works at a church during the holiday season, so he is going to be very busy this weekend, and I wanted to let him get his rest. He is in his last year of film school. Currently, he is studying screenwriting, and so he has really fantastic things to say about, you know, story arc and character development and all of that. He has way more technical knowledge than I do on the subject, so if you guys would like to see more videos like that with him, definitely let me know in the comments. Anyways, I actually still have to edit my day 22 video and this one, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Go see Star Wars if you haven't, and I will see you next time. Bye!